Hello, you are listening to the OmniTalk Fast Five, brought to you in partnership with Microsoft, the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Takeoff, Sezzle, and Silk. Yeah.
All right, headline number 4. According to Chain Store, Etsy has developed its own mobile visual search capabilities. Shoppers can tap a camera icon in the search bar and upload or take a photo, and Etsy will surface items that are visually similar to the image they shared. Etsy built the tech from the ground up, leveraging what is calling its first GPU-backed service. After seeing great results early on in its beta testing, Etsy has now rolled out the capability to all iOS users. And we both wanted to talk about this headline this week.
Yes.
And guess what? So did A&M. Yeah. So here is their question and their statement. First, they think it's a great move by Etsy, and it has them reminiscing about their first time walking through a Best Buy, searching a TV model number, and buying it for cheaper on Amazon.
Sure.
How big is the disruption power of Etsy doing image search when consumers can walk a brick and mortar retailer, snap a picture on shelf, and find a wider and more unique array of similar items at their fingertips on mobile? Oh, I love that question. I can't wait to take a chomp at that one too.
I know. I wasn't even going there right away with this. Like, to me, visual search, like, I love it so much. I've started talking about this in a presentation I gave at Shop Talk earlier this year, but it certainly is a benefit to the customer in more ways than one. Being able to see close comparisons, like a dupe of a luxury product, but truly opening up an endless aisle of product that's available to them. But I think that there's so much more to this tech for the consumer and the retailer than just being able to have that quick cost comparison. I don't know if that's
show and price compare.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was, believe it or not, remember, that was the very first video we ever shot at
That's
OmniTalk.
right.
I was sitting in a Starbucks and I showed how you use the Starbucks app to do visual search on a bag of coffee, and I could buy it. Right. And then we did it. Remember, we did that story at Macy's. And everything at Story was like way more expensive than you could buy it on Amazon.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So I think that's a part of this.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I mean, there's so many more angles to this. I'll get back to the point too. I want to hear what you have to say first, but I want to get back to the point about, what A&M's asking in terms of what does it mean in terms of, for the furnishing space, particularly in terms of being able to find those items other places. Cause I think there's some nuance there that's important.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is just visual search in general. I gave this example of ASOS in this presentation that I gave at Shop Talk, where, if you are searching for this sweater, if I'm searching for this sweater, if our cousin or the person down the street is searching for this sweater, Chris, you're all going to have different search terms.
Yeah.
And the return.
That was funny watching you do that live too with the audience.
That people return, the best case scenario, I got 200 search results with the most descriptive thing, and the dress that I wanted still wasn't among those search results. So I think this is great, especially for, use cases around the holidays now, where, if you thought about the opportunity to give visual search over to your new associates that you're hiring, to your new customers, where they can be like, I see this thing. There's visual search that you've got for all of your products online, and you can go right away and know exactly what, it's this hoodie. This is the style name. This is the price. Like, I will get you to this. I can get this to you, order it for you. It just allows so much more functionality and usability for both the consumer and the retailer here. And I cannot express enough the value that there is in in-store experiences, offline experiences, recommending new products. Like, it's so valuable, and I'm surprised we haven't seen more retailers adopt this more quickly.
Yeah, right. And that, I think, and that's a key point, because I think there's still not enough people that are taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
And there's so many value offshoots from it, like you just talked about. But to me, the consumer experience side, for sure, particularly in home furnishings, is really interesting.
Yeah, explain what you're talking about.
Well, because I mean, we've all been there, right? We've seen a piece of furniture when you're out in the world, and you're like, oh, how do I find that? And to your point, there's a limitation in words to describe that. You're going to get back a ton of stuff. You're going to go on Wayfair, you're going to go on Amazon, you're going to find it. But so the point that A&M is making in their question is really good. It's good to extrapolate on, because in home furnishings, actually, and on Etsy in particular, because it's more like one of a kind maker type items.
Yep.
That enables you to find things that you wouldn't just be able to go find in the world. So the idea that those items are just widely available is not always true.
Yeah.
And you have a very particular style that you want to hit. And so this type of technology allows you to do that. And we've been a big proponent of this for a long time. We've had Bizenz on the show, we've had Site on the show, but it's just going to take time, And the big thing for me, Ann, is like, when you search this, and I asked this to the audience too, When you search on Amazon,
Yes.
are you still typing or are you using the visual search capability?
I'm still typing.
You're still typing. See, I'm not. When I ordered my deodorant,
Yeah.
it's really quick. It's super fast. I
Yeah.
just take a picture of it. So I encourage you.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I encourage you, if you haven't tried it yet,
Yes.
go home today, try it, and you'll get an exact sense of what this is and why it's so important.
And how retailers investing in this will be prepared for more of these opportunities as you go down the road, for like the wearables, all the things that are coming out, like having visual search already part of your company's experience or vernacular is going to help prepare you for the Google lenses, the contact lenses that you're able to have a shopping list on that we saw.
Well, we didn't even talk about all the operational benefits you
Yeah.
get from being a retailer that's
For
using
sure.
it too, in terms of your item data quality. But